You know what game series I fucking hate? I have a strong hatred for? That game series is Call of Duty. Anyway, before you say anything, first-person shooters have always been one of my favorite genres of video games. I love playing first-person shooters. They're just very competitive and fun, and I've always found them to be just enjoyable in general. I love to sit down in front of my Xbox or PC, drink a Mountain Dew, and shoot the fuck out of people. But anyway, that's besides the point. The main reason why I hate Call of Duty is because, since first-person shooters is one of my favorite genres of all time, looking at what Call of Duty has done to the first-person shooter genre just really pisses me off. First off, we'll start with what Call of Duty is. Pretty much, I love the older Call of Duties. I love all the Call of Duty games that were World at War and before. All of those were fucking amazing. But I mean the Call of Duty of today, Modern Warfare 2 and afterward. The reason why I hate Modern Warfare 2 and afterward is because, one, the campaigns are too fucking short, they bore the shit out of me, and Black Ops in general, I think that had the worst campaign. Black Ops had a fucking god-awful campaign. And most people nowadays, they don't even give a damn about the campaign, but for me, I look for a good campaign when I play a first-person shooter. If there's not a good campaign, then there's no excuse to pick it up, because I'm not going to be able to play this in 20 years and remember having a good time on it, because all the servers will be down, and the campaign will suck nuts. Anyway, as for the multiplayer, World at War and before, it was okay. And Modern Warfare 2 and afterward, though, like in Modern Warfare 1, yeah, they had perks, but perks is the main thing that ruins the multiplayer nowadays. They added a shitload of really retarded-ass perks on Modern Warfare 2 and afterwards. They just require no skill to just jump in and play nowadays, and you can get your ass handed to you by a 6-year-old, or you can have a 6-year-old get his ass handed to. Pretty much it'll work either way, depending on whether you're trying to actually be skillful or not. And also, there's so many hackers because of how old the engine is. People think it's just because it's Call of Duty, and people want to hack it just because it's Call of Duty. That's not the main reason why, although that is one of the contributing factors. One of the main reasons why Call of Duty gets hacked so fucking much is because of the fact that the engine, the first version of the engine Call of Duty ran off of was Wolfenstein 3D, and that came out in the 90s. For fuck's sake, it's 15 to 20 years old of an engine. Yeah, it's been heavily modified since then, but originally that was an open source engine that's easy as fuck to modify. If you'll just look through Wolfenstein 3D's code, and then maybe look through some of the more updated versions of the engines that came after that, you'll know how to hack this game easily. And plus, almost any hack that comes out nowadays for Call of Duty, you can port to the newest Call of Duty in like 5 minutes. You just gotta change a couple lines of code, and voila, you've gotten it. And they'll release patches all they want, but that's only gonna last for like a couple hours, and everyone's gonna start fucking hacking again. They might as well release a new patch every day. And also, another thing that sucks about Call of Duty's multiplayer is the fact that Black Ops and Modern Warfare 3 in particular, their maps are built for campers. For fuck's sake, campers piss me off. Yeah, I know snipers, they have to camp. But other than that, people, if you're not a sniper, then you shouldn't be camping. I mean, if you're a sniper, yes, you pretty much have to camp for that. But if you're not a sniper, you shouldn't be fucking camping. And in Modern Warfare 2 and afterwards, you know the knife? The knife has been so overpowered after World at War. In World at War and before, the knife was actually a skillful object. You couldn't just run up to some random person and knife them and they'd be dead. You'd have to strategically think it out whenever you want to knife someone. But after World at War, Modern Warfare 2 and afterwards, pretty much the knife has been overpowered, and you can just run up to any random person and knife them. It's that fucking easy. And the kill streaks, they're so overpowered. Like I believe it's 5, you can send out a bunch of fucking dogs. And also, one of the stupidest things about their multiplayer now is, you know those choppers? No matter what, if someone sends out a chopper, that team is guaranteed to win. You might as well say fuck it and get off the match and go to another one. Because you know you're not going to win that match because those dipshits sent out a chopper. Anyway, what Call of Duty's done to the first-person shooter franchise nowadays, well, not really franchise, but genre nowadays, is the main thing that pisses me off, though. Because almost every first-person shooter nowadays is modeled off the same concept of Call of Duty. And pretty much, there's barely any good first-person shooters anymore, which pisses me off because it's one of my favorite genres, like video games. Pretty much some of the only people who are still making good first-person shooters are Valve, and pretty much Valve has never made a bad game because they know how to do games right. There's a couple other people there's a couple other people still getting it right, but most of them are trying to model after Call of Duty. Pretty much one of the last outstanding FPS games I played was this really cool game called Singularity. You gotta check that out, man. It's fucking awesome. But anyway, pretty much they're fucking up the first-person shooter genre in general. It's mainly the main contributors to first-person shooters sucking now are them getting the most support on consoles, which that's a completely different story. I'm not gonna get into that now. And Call of Duty, which pretty much most people nowadays are like, if it's not Call of Duty, it's gay. Like nowadays, it's either Call of Duty or Battlefield, and Battlefield I actually somewhat like. I don't really have any of the games, but I've played them before. I find them quite enjoyable. But Call of Duty in general just fucking sucks nuts. And nowadays, the way people think nowadays is if it's not Call of Duty, it sucks. Because Call of Duty, I know multiple people who are graphics-obsessed whores who constantly rave over the newest Call of Duty. Pretty much, they were saying the same thing when the older ones were out. Like, whenever Modern Warfare 2 was out, oh, it's the best shit ever. Oh, yeah, motherfucker. The World at War is the gayest thing I ever motherfucking played. And after that, it was Black Cocks. And when people were playing Call of Duty Black Cocks, everyone was like, oh, shit, Modern Warfare 2, you fucking kidding me? You don't got Call of Duty Black Cocks? I'm playing on Nuketown, man. Oh, yeah, motherfucker. And after that, Modern Warfare 3 came out recently, which was a little better than 2, I will admit that. But still, pretty much the multiplayer was meant for campers in Black Ops and Modern Warfare 3. And now people are saying, Black Cocks? It's called Black Cocks for a reason, man. It sucks so much balls. I might as well stick my penis in my fucking PS3 or Xbox 360 so I can rape it until it says, shut the fuck up about my Black Ops. And yeah, I'm pretty much going over dramatic and retarded with this, but still. Yeah, I hate Call of Duty. That's the point of this. So yeah, fuck it to hell. I await your hate mail. Bye. Piss.